Hey guys, are you a beginning painter? Because I'm going to help you turn your painting from Frankenstein into Frankenfine, coming right up. Alright, to get this painting started, you're going to need three basic colors: red, blue, and white. This is plain acrylic paint. Plain red, blue, and white are the three colors that we're going to be using. And what I want you to do is go ahead and find one of your larger size brushes, because we are about to lay a lot of paint right on top of this plain canvas here. I've got a 16 by 20 here. Feel free to use whatever size that you like, but let's get this party started here. Now, I got these three colors. I want to kind of have it toned down as a lighter sky, so I'm going to add a light blue. So a little bit of plain blue into my white. All right, we're gonna make our own light blue, and we are gonna paint a lot of canvas. Okay, you're just gonna go ahead and cover it with this light blue. Now you can go side to side, back and forth, up and down, all around, whatever you feel you wanna do, but we're just gonna cover this canvas very quickly. You can see I'm just not taking a whole lot of time. There is some texture starting to come out already on this canvas. Okay, once you run out of paint, add some more on there, and look at you go. Again, try not to overthink these steps here as you go along. This is just some background stuff. A lot of this is going to be covered up as we turn your clouds from real basic into something a little bit more detailed and special. All right, so you can see all these different shades of blue just coming right out, but at least what you want to do is cover your canvas. And it's such a great step for getting a feel for how this paint really works. I'm using a basic acrylic paint here, and you can also get all sorts of different acrylic paint out there, but I would recommend, if you're starting out and practicing, just find the cheapest, bulkiest kind of paint that you can get, the more for your money right now. And that way you can practice way more with what you got. All right, I'm still going, still making a bunch of this color. I'm going pretty quick, and I want you to do the same. I don't want you to overthink it. I want you to just knock it out real quick. This is a nice, easy step. We're gonna add so many layers right on top of this and change it up. We're gonna add some different coloring on it too, but we're gonna start off with our basic light blue. All right, as you can see, it's getting a little streaky right there, whatevs. Just getting the rest of the paint off this brush. It's okay that there's some random weird texture. I don't care. And you shouldn't either, because it's gonna be gone. All right, look at that. All right, nice and easy. Get a medium-sized brush once you're done with that step, and we'll continue on with our basic clouds. All right, so with your medium-sized brush, we're gonna go ahead and make those simple basic clouds that a lot of people tend to make. Very, very easy going clouds. We're gonna take our medium-sized brush. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of blue and white. And watch this, I wanna make those kind of cartoony, puffy clouds here. All right, we're just gonna kind of go with what I've seen a lot of people doing, is making these kind of puffy clouds. It's a great beginner step. And what I'm going to show you is how to build off of those clouds. All right, here, I'm going to make this one a little bit brighter so you can see. All right, look at that. Kind of a basic, looks like you're living in Super Mario Brothers cloud. I've also seen some people do like this kind of stuff, where you're just making some lines or something, just trying to space it out. Kind of looks a little symmetrical. So you can see we've got some different stuff going on. These are just some of the basics that I've seen. All right, here, let's lighten this guy up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, all I'm doing is kind of like showing you the basic clouds that I've seen a lot of people make, and we're gonna turn this into something different. Now, another color that you can also use is red. All right, but you can take a little bit of red. Now look what happens when you mix that into your light blue. It kind of makes this beautiful purple color. And that's a really pretty color. Look at, see, I'm gonna do the same step with, you know, maybe making some basic dabs or blotting, you know, just kind of, you know, it's regular, you know, it's not anything super special, but this is a great step for kind of feeling the color a little bit, getting a nice grasp of what the color is, because once you start mastering your colors, then you can start mastering your technique. So really what we're going to do is work on our technique and switch this, make it a little bit something, and make it into something a little bit more grand and epic. All right, so work on that. Just practice making your easygoing clouds. Maybe make some of those cartoon puffy clouds, make some of those dab clouds, and let's see what we can make out of this. Okay, so now you can see you've made and you've practiced with these little clouds, and it changed up. You got a little bit of the different color, you had a little bit of red, and you kind of made like a nice purple. What we want to do now is we're going to change our mindset, change how we can actually do this. And the easiest way to do this is think in layers, okay? So our background is going to be that light blue. You obviously have some clouds going on right here, but what I want you to do is now we're going to make a different kind of feel on this painting. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of blue into that light purple. And what I'm going to do is now kind of maybe just start on one area here on this side. I'm going to go start on the left hand side, and it's got that beautiful blue and purple. And as you can see, this is a much darker color. All right, much darker color, and you're not making it as scattered. This one is going to be a big cloud. Obviously it looks like it has a lot of moisture in it. I'm taking my medium-sized brush and almost blotting, dabbing, and even taking some of that original paint color and bringing it into it. Now what you can do is you can see you can add some depth by just maybe skipping a little section and just doing the same technique that you did right up there. I'm blotting, I'm dabbing, I took a little bit more of a blue on my brush, and that's what you want to do is you just go back and forth between these colors and just wait until you see what you can really do with this. Now we've got a beautiful big cloud right there in the bottom, but let's not stop there. Let's go ahead and continue with that. I really like the look of it, so I'm going to make some more of that blue. Maybe it might be a little bit off, I don't know. And let's continue it. Let's make that cloud go up and into your sky. You see what I'm doing? I'm getting a little bit more brave. I'm deciding, you know what? I don't want to make it look so symmetrical, so the same, you know, very uncartoony. All right, a little bit more depth, a little bit more into this we go. It's a really pretty color. I added just a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, and some of that red. Now again, look at, I'm not taking too much extra paint on my brush. I'm actually using what the heck I have left on it and just, you know, tapering some of it off into the sky, using a little bit what's left on there and making it look like there's some lighter clouds with less moisture inside them. And I'm just kind of, again, dabbing. You can even do that circular motion if you'd like. Look, watch this. We can even come over here where this puffy cloud was, and now look at it. Looking a little different now. All right, that's with that color. All right, you can tone it down if you want. You just add more white in it. You can add a little bit more over here. But what I do love is you can see the blues and stuff like that coming out, but let's change it up. Let's add some red in there. Let's get some purple. Let's get a nice, beautiful color. In fact, let's use some of these clouds that we already used. Now this is more of like a pink, I would say, that's coming off that brush because it has a little bit more red. But I'm taking some of that original stuff and just breaking it up and using some of it. I'm using some of that original clouds to go with it. I'm just adding another layer right on top of it and almost making it look like it connects to that cloud. Now at the bottom, still want to keep some of those highlights coming through. Now if you want a little bit darker of that color, you just add a little bit more blue, and look what that does. Adds maybe a little bit more of a purple tinge to it. And that's all just different lighting hitting these clouds. That's all it is. But I love doing this because you can really get away with so much, and it's all about layering and layering and layering. So I want maybe a little bit darker cloud here. Let's add some more blue in there. And I'm just very fast, not thinking about it, adding more to it. Now you can see that those original clouds have pretty much all kind of disappeared because I'm just taking what I have. Look, there's one right there. You know what? Here, let's make that a little bit brighter so you can see. Oh, there was that cloud. Now it's gone. Oh no. Look at. I'm just using it. Here's that cartoony cloud that was up here. I'm gonna use some of that. It's on my brush and, you know, blot and dab and make some beautiful color come out of that. There you go. See, it's coming together. And what you do is you just step back from your painting. Step back a little bit and take a look at it from a different point of view and just say, hey, I want to add more here, or I want to do less there. Now if you want to add maybe a brighter pink, add a little bit more red, a little bit more white. Look at what that does. Wow, that's a really pretty color. And this is how you do it. You kind of experiment. I'm just using the same 3 colors. See, I added a little bit more red into that. And that added some pink, almost like a fuchsia a little bit. Okay, and I took that real quickly and turned it into something. You know, you can bring some of that pink up here. Look at this. I want to bring some pink up here, and maybe it looks like some clouds of pink are in front of those dark clouds. Just hanging out. Look at all that texture. Now if you want more shadows, this is already starting to dry. Check this out. I'm gonna add a little bit more of blue. Maybe some of that darker purple. And add maybe some new clouds over here, just forming. So that's the interesting part, especially with like clouds and water. It's always changing, constantly moving, changing. That's why you can mess up. So, and you can, it's okay. You know, it's just fine. Here, I'm gonna add this. Oh wow, look at that. That's a new color that just popped up. And again, if you want to tone things down, bring some white in there. That's our toner. And look at that. And you just have fun with it. You just mess around with your beautiful sky. Just play with it. Here you can see, I'm gonna add maybe some more of that pink in here. But we took that ordinary clouds and we just started breaking it up and dabbing and adding layers and changing and doing so much with these paintings. There's so much. You can just keep this going. I could do this and just keep going. Look at, I'm just still adding layers and changing, morphing these clouds, just like they do in nature. Okay. Now, if you're like, hey, I want to brighten this up, I want to make it a little bit more, you know, vibrant. I think you can even add like some whites in here. You can add, you know, some lighter tone, pink, whatever you want. This is your painting. So again, we can mess with that. I've still got blue on there. I'm going to go ahead and make a real bright pink here. As you can see, I've got some pretty good white into the red. And let's see what that does. Oh yeah. Look at that color. Wow. I'm using still the same 3 colors, and look what just came off of that by mixing it up, changing, and adding a new layer. Look at it. I'm going to brighten this up. Just makes it look like there's some light hitting those clouds right up here. Here, let's do it to this guy. This guy's a fun one right here. And very lightly touching the canvas. And if you want, you can even add some white in there. Look at that. Look what that does. That changes your cloud some, huh? that bright light pink. And like I said, you can do this for so long. I just wanted to at least give you the idea that you can take your style, whatever you're kind of used to. If you're used to working on those basic clouds, you can really change it up very quickly, and it doesn't take much. I'm still blotting, I'm still dabbing. Again, we can do this for a long time, but we're gonna stop here soon. There you go. Some really pretty clouds. Changes the whole landscape just using the same colors. Again, you can make it more bolder if you want. You can do so much. You should see, like, if you want, maybe this is a big cloud. You know what? I'm gonna add this. I just got rid of that light blue. Look at that. Just took some of that paint and put it in there and just said, you know what? I'm gonna make this a little bit more bolder. And you know what? I can add some lighter pinks in there just to make it look like it goes with it. Play around with it, mess up, make mistakes. Nature is not perfect. Use that to your advantage and keep painting, guys. I will help you with all the little tricks and all little techniques that I can. Look at that. And it changed. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep going. You keep doing what you need to do, guys. I'm gonna keep working on this until I just feel like I'm good. But real simple steps. Love you guys. Hope you guys are doing fun, making some awesome paintings at home, doing some good things, and just maybe letting go of the world out there and getting away and escaping and using some creativity in your life. All right, I'm calling it. There you go, guys. Have a good one. See you on the next episode.